This is your Hdsr Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Malik Grant scores the last 6 Victor Valley College points as the Rams rally to beat Siracoso 49-46. This follow-up basket puts VVC ahead 45-44. The Riverside sophomore follows with the 3 that proves to be the game winner. All of Malik Grant's team-high 12 points come in the final 6.5 minutes.
Any pressure in that fourth quarter, the last 4 minutes in particular?
We just came as a team. One as a team.
The Rams kind of like play one good half or 20 minutes of basketball, the first 16 minutes of the first half and the final 4 minutes of the ball game. The final 4 minutes of the first half was another torturous stretch where the Rams allow the visitors to outscore them and in fact go ahead right up until the halftime buzzer. The Rams' offense takes a while to get started. Jamal Abdullah scores VVC's first points 3 minutes in, and while that may sound bad, the good news is the Rams do not allow the Coyotes to score until 5.5 minutes in. Eric Figueroa wins the battle under the board, and VVC is up 4-0. Deontay Reese hands off to Trayvon Rome, whose jumper makes it 6-0 Rams, prompting a Siracoso timeout. We are 5 minutes into the 20-minute first half. Trayvon Rome to Jamal Abdullah, whose soft touch on the jumper makes it 8-3 VVC. Rams players hit their first 6 free throws. Jamal Abdullah hits them both. It's 10-3. The 6'3" sophomore from the Antelope Valley scoring 6 of his team's first 10 points. Elijah Gonzalez answers 4 straight Siracoso points with consecutive free throws to make it 12-7 at the midway mark of the first half. Malik Grant to Bert Carter, the assist to Elijah Gonsalves, who swishes the 3. The Teaneck, New Jersey freshman is 1 for 2 from the field, hitting his only 3, and 4 for 4 on free throws this game. His 77% from the free throw line on the year leads the team in free throw percentage. Malik Grant, the bounce pass, entry, feed to Eric Figueroa, who works his way into the paint, scores, and is fouled. Siracoso had pulled within 1 before Eric Figueroa's 3-point play puts the Rams back up by 4, 21-17. But the Coyotes score 5 unanswered points and appear headed to the locker room at halftime with a lead. Samer Yea is fouled attempting a 3-pointer at the buzzer. He hits 1 of the 3 free throws, and the teams are tied at halftime, 22-22. VVC attempts only 20 shots the first 20 minutes, missing on 13 of those shots from the field while turning the ball over 15 times. 2 aspects of the game Coach Ricky Thomas seeks to see improvement on the second half. The Rams remain far from sharp. However, to start the second half, Siracoso goes on an 8-2 run that puts the visitors up 30-24. Jarrell Jones scores VVC's first basket of the second half. He did not attempt a shot the first half. The Rams will score 27 second-half points, hitting just 37% from the floor. Bert Carter, the basket here, the 6'3" Palmdale freshman, is 1 of 2 from the floor this game. Rams players hit 8 of 13 from the free throw line the second half, each free throw increasingly important as VVC tries to battle their way back from behind. They trail by as many as 7 on more than 1 occasion the second half. Jarrell Jones on the assist from Trayvon Rome. Jarrell Jones, the 6'3" sophomore from Orlando, Florida. Siracoso has a 7-point lead when Kendall Williams steps up to the line. The 6'5" freshman from Seattle pulls the Rams within 5. It is 38-33. We are midway through the second half. 3.5 minutes later, one of the times the Rams are down by 7, Malik Grant makes his entry into the scorebook. The badly needed 3. It is 42-38 Coyotes at the 6.5 minute mark. 42-41 on Malik Grant's second straight from beyond the arc. 44-43 Siracoso as Jamal Abdullah's drive shot keeps VBC within 5 minutes to play. Malik Grant follows Jarrell Jones' only missed shot of the night, and the Rams have overtaken the Coyotes 45-44. Once more in the clutch from beyond the arc, 48-44, with 2.5 to play in regulation. Siracoso can tie it with a basket or go ahead with a 3. The Rams' defense denies both options. Eric Figueroa with the blocked shot. Rams have it with 26 seconds to play. Malik Grant extends the lead to 3. This is just Malik Grant's 6th game as he was sidelined by an injury in the win against Barstow. His team high 12 points, his season high. 14 seconds to play. Siracoso needing a 3. It will be Malik Grant controlling the rebound as VBC hands the Coyotes just their 5th loss of the year. VBC improves to 5-5 in conference play.
Malik, what made the difference in this game?
We came as a team, played, finished, and we just wanted to win more than that. And then, follow coach game plan, and that was it.
Congratulations. Good job, Malik.
Thank you.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road.
Sold.
Bid fast and last. Sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deagle & Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body. Family owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Greiner Buick GMC in Victorville. Greiner always has the best damn used cars, period. Iwanzik Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems. Desert High Transportation. Reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. Video Sports flashes back to High Desert all CIF standouts from seasons past. Serrano linebacker John Mackesy, 2014 CIF Defensive Player of the Year. Mackesy, one of 15 High Desert players named First Team All-CIF 2014. Oak Hills linebacker Brad Kistner, 9 All-CIF. Silverado linebacker and DSL Defensive Player of the Year Chance Padilla, 22. Oak Hills Chris Richardson, 6'3", 280-pound, number 76. Serrano sacks leader Trent Coons. Serrano defensive back Adam Brown. Tyrese Myers of Silverado and Gary Reese of Hesperia, all CIF. On offense, Gino Mastandria, Oak Hills wide receiver. Bulldogs offensive lineman, center Ricky Lineman, and guard Joe Rodriguez. Silverado wide receiver Michael Bonham. Silverado offensive lineman Augustine Beltran. Serrano workhorse Jordan King, whose 1,455 yards led all High Desert ball carriers. Diamondbacks wide receiver Tanner Cornell, the lone junior among High Desert players named All-CIF. Serrano running back Sultan Sullivan, his CIF Southern Section Eastern Division Offensive Player of the Year. Oak Hills defensive lineman Anthony Moran, his Defensive Player of the Year. Anthony Moran was named Co-Defensive Athlete of the Year. The 5'9", 238-pound Moran helped lead Oak Hills to the CIF Southern Section Eastern Division title. Oak Hills defensive back Jeremiah Lorick and linebacker Noah Metzger are first-team All-CIF. Serrano defensive players Andrew Valencia, Anthony Hale, and John Bryan all earned first-team recognition. Valencia, the foot 170-pound senior strong safety, was the Mojave River League Defensive Player of the Year. Anthony Hale, 96, 6'1", 270-pound nose guard, a junior, 35 solo tackles. Linebacker John Bryan, 45, recorded 70 solo tackles his senior year. The 5'9", 165-pound Bryan with the pass interception against Palm Desert in the CIF playoffs. Silverado linebacker Alberto Saucedo, first team All-CIF. Saucedo earned Desert Sky League Defensive Player of the Year honors. Barstow Aztecs linebacker Ezra Peo, 33, 6', 180-pound senior, a two-time All-Desert Sky League first team selection. The All-CIF team offense, Sultan Sullivan, Offensive Player of the Year, first in the state and fifth in the nation in rushing yards, first in the state and sixth in the nation in touchdowns scored. In 14 games, the 5'10", 168-pound Sullivan rushed for 3,209 yards and 50 touchdowns. Oak Hill's quarterback, junior Brandon Porter, and sophomore lineman Vasilis Phipps earned first-team All-CIF honors. Brandon Porter threw for 2,616 yards and 27 touchdowns and rushed for 902 yards and another 8 touchdowns. Right guard Vasilis Phipps, 56, is a 6', 240-pound sophomore. 3 Serrano players, wide receiver Tanner Cornell, lineman Manuel Dorado, and lineman Mike Hill joined Sultan Sullivan as first-team selections on offense. Tanner Cornell, 11, a senior two-way starter, 5'10", 155 pounds. Cornell led the Diamondbacks receivers with 32 receptions and 9 touchdowns. Barstow Aztecs running back Brandon Pierce racked up 1,540 rushing yards and 19 touchdowns in 9 games. The 5'11", 205-pound senior helped lead Barstow to an undefeated league title while averaging 10.3 yards per carry. Silverado Hawks tackle Tyson Paulino, 74, a junior, 6'5", 310 pounds. Oak Hills Bulldogs coach Robert Kistner was named CIF Southern Section Eastern Division Coach of the Year. Silverado Hawks quarterback Levi Taylor named All-CIF Southern Section Offensive Player of the Year. Hawks linebacker Mitchell Hamilton, CIF Southern Section Defensive Player of the Year. 10 Hawks are among the 14 High Desert players named All-CIF Southern Section. Levi Taylor, the junior quarterback, led all CIF Division IX quarterbacks with 3,930 yards total offense and 45 touchdown passes. Senior wide receivers Trevon Clark and Daniel Dexter are named to the Division IX All-CIF first team. Daniel Dexter caught 18 of those scoring passes. Trevon Clark on the receiving end of 13 touchdowns. Senior offensive lineman tackle Tyson Pauling and center Zachary Plant are first team All-CIF Southern Section. The 6'5", 320-pound Tyson Pauling, 74, will attend Portland State University on a full scholarship. Hawks linebacker Mitchell Hamilton, 12, is CIF Southern Section Defensive Player of the Year. The 6'2", 220-pound senior co-captain, 57 solo takedowns among his 143 tackles on the year. Defensive first team All-CIF honors also go to Hawks defensive backs Colby Foy and Troy Hall, and underclassman lineman Jerry Katoa, number 52,
6'4", 245-pound junior, sophomore, nose guard, Tequil Ogbonna, 57, 5'8", 265 pounds. Safety Troy Hall, 2, will attend Western New Mexico University. Oak Hills senior running back Aramis Aldridge earned CIF Division III First Team Honors. Aramis Aldridge, the Mojave River League Offensive Player of the Year, ran for 1,316 yards. His senior season, the 5'10", 170-pound Aldridge scored 21 touchdowns. He averaged over 8 yards per carry. 2 of his 21 touchdowns were pass receptions. Serrano punter Luis Chavez is first team All-CIF Division III. The 6'2", 205-pound linebacker led the Diamondbacks in tackles the second straight year. A two-way starter, Chavez averaging 44 yards a punt. Apple Valley defensive back, free safety Seth Baker, his first team All-CIF. Seth Baker, 29, recorded over 100 tackles for a second straight year. At 5'10", 163 pounds, the hard-hitting junior led the Sun Devils in tackles and was the team's leading ball carrier as well. His all-purpose yards, including punt returns, just under 1,000 yards.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last. Sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deagle & Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. Apple Valley's Seth Baker is CIF Division 10 Defensive Player of the Year. The 5'10", 175-pound strong safety is the school's all-time tackles leader and becomes the first Sun Devil named CIF Player of the Year. Seth Baker registered 42 solo tackles among his single-season record, 186 tackles, averaging 14 tackles a game. 4 High Desert football standouts earn All-State honors. Silverado quarterback Levi Taylor and wide receiver Latavian Staples, Apple Valley free safety Seth Baker, and wide receiver and kick returner Keshawn Griffin. All-State honors are an appropriate crowning point for Hawks quarterback Levi Taylor, who rewrote all school passing and total offense marks, 7,768 passing yards, and 94 touchdown passes over 2 seasons. Of Levi Taylor's 50 scoring passes in 2017, 18 go to fellow All-State selection Latavian Staples. The 5'11", 165-pound senior caught 65 passes and averaged 25 yards per reception. Levi Taylor and Latavian Staples are joined on the All-CIF Division 8 team by 5 Hawks defensive standouts, junior lineman Tequil Ogbonna, the Desert Sky League Defensive Player of the Year. The 5'10", 265-pound junior registered 39 solo tackles among his 88 tackles, 11 of them sacks. Tequil Ogbonna is a repeat selection, first team All-CIF, as is senior defensive end Jerry Katoa. The 6'4", 245-pound Jerry Katoa, 6 sacks his senior year. He had 5 sacks in one game as a junior against Victor Valley. Kick returner Deonze Nolan is first team All-CIF. Of Deonze Nolan's 16 touchdowns his senior year, 4 come on kick returns. He also caught 12 scoring passes. Defensive back Benjamin Moya, 21, is All-CIF. Benjamin Moya registers 35 solo tackles and 4 pass interceptions his senior year. Linebacker Keno Mao, 8, a junior, led the Hawks with 126 tackles and a team-high 59 solo stops. The 2 Apple Valley Sun Devils named All-State are a pair of 3-year starters for Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's Mojave River League champions, defensive back Seth Baker, and explosive playmaker, defensive back, wide receiver, and kick returner Keshawn Griffin. Seth Baker, the 5'10", 175-pound strong safety, is the school's all-time tackles leader. Keshawn Griffin, the 6', 175-pound senior wide receiver, caught 11 touchdown passes, a single-season school record, and added 4 touchdowns on kick return. His 19 career touchdown receptions are a school record. Keshawn Griffin goes on to earn All-American honors in 2019 as a kick returner at Fullerton College. Joining Keshawn Griffin and Seth Baker as first-team All-CIF selections, 6'4", 275-pound lineman Grant Smith, 53, another 3-year starter, a pair of juniors from Coach Matt Rohrbaugh's record-setting offensive team earn first-team All-CIF honors, quarterback Jeff Widener, and wide receiver Xander Witt. Quarterback Jeff Widener set school records for passing yards in a season, and his 35 touchdown passes, most in one season for a Sun Devils quarterback. Punter and place kicker Isaac Miles is first-team All-CIF. Isaac Miles' work was magnificent, a school record 53 points after touchdown in 56 attempts, while averaging 42 yards a punt. First-team All-CIF selections from the Oak Hills Bulldogs. Offensive lineman Jason Rodriguez, 75, 6'3", 310 pounds. Defensive lineman Reggie Gaines, 52, 6'2", 300-pound senior tackle. Brock Mather of Burroughs, 55, is Division IX Defensive Player of the Year. The Burroughs 5'11", 205-pound linebacker, shown here running down Apple Valley All-CIF wide receiver Chad Smith. Brock Mather led Burroughs with 149 tackles, 79 solo. Burroughs receiving first-team All-CIF honors on defense alongside Brock Mather. Lineman Wyatt Soto, 52, and defensive back Bryce Moore, 32, both seniors. On offense, lineman Tyler Gaska, 54, junior wide receiver Bryson Pippin, 6, and senior running back and leading Burroughs ball carrier Tony Ramirez, 23. Adelanto leads the parade of High Desert football players receiving first-team All-CIF honors. 8 Saints named Division 13 first-team selections, and Saints coach Gali Wadood, Division 13 Coach of the Year. To the CIF Division 13 champions go the rewards. The Saints duo of underclassmen offensive superstars head up the list, running back Marshawn Buchanan and wide receiver Hosea Stokes. Marshawn Buchanan led all High Desert running backs his junior season, rushing for over 2,100 yards. Fellow junior Hosea Stokes is All-CIF at wide receiver. Hosea Stokes was the Saints' leading tackler in 2018 as well. Junior offensive lineman Kevin Hoskins, 53, senior wide receiver Corey Jones, 2, first-team All-CIF on offense. Senior defensive tackle Fabian Allen, 50, linebacker Oren Landry, 44, senior free safety Coltrane Pearson, 3, and sophomore middle linebacker Joseph Tenna, 51, first-team All-CIF on defense. Apple Valley quarterback Jeff Widener is Division 5 first-team All-CIF. The 6'2½", 200-pound Sun Devils' all-time total offense, touchdown passes, and passing yardage record holder Jeff Widener will play in 2019 at Northern Arizona. Jeff Widener throws 53 scoring passes his senior season, 20 of them caught by the 5'11", 180-pound Xander Witt, who leads the state in TD passes and receiving yardage. Xander Witt is first-team All-CIF. Xander Witt plays next at NCAA Division II Western Colorado University. Lineman Gabe Saudi a third Sun Devil named First Team All-CIF at 6'1" and 250. Gabe Sadi, one of the 4 Sun Devil seniors who were First Team All-CIF. Cornerback David Blocker is First Team All-CIF. On defense, the speedy two-way starter will play at Victor Valley College in 2019. The Mojave River League champion Oak Hills Bulldogs also have 4 first-team All-CIF selections, led by massive All-American offensive lineman Jason Rodriguez. Jason Rodriguez provided the year's best video sports post-game interview in the immediate aftermath of Oak Hill's title-clinching victory over Apple Valley.
Chemistry. All we had was chemistry. Our D-line tore shit up. Excuse my language. Our O-line had perfect chemistry. We all got our feet right. Our defense held them all in. Our O-line kept the ball on the field, and we scored every time. That's how we do it. Oak Hill.
The 6'7", 330-pound Jason Rodriguez is a Southern Cal Trojans commit. He and the 6'3", 305-pound Nofoafia Tulifono paved the way for the Bulldogs' Martinique Finn, first team All-CIF. The 5'10", 180-pound Martinique Finn rushed for 1,436 yards and scored 16 touchdowns, plus 4 two-point conversions for an even 100 points. Martinique Finn accumulated 1,537 all-purpose yards in the process. Bulldogs defensive end and sacks leader Ben Coffer. The 6'1", 235-pound senior recorded 6 sacks. A trio of Silverado senior standouts are first-team All-CIF Division VI interior detonators linebacker Tino Mao, 8, and repeat All-CIF nose guard Akil Obana, and two-way starter Nicholas Reed Casey, the team's leading ground gainer in 2018. Akil Obana, 57, 42 tackles for a loss his senior year. Tino Mao, 8, led Silverado in tackles for a second year in a row. Nick Reed Casey carried for just under 1,100 yards and scored 19 touchdowns as a Hawk his senior season. Serrano Diamondbacks' Nathan Hedberg, 36, receives Division VI First Team All-CIF honors. In 8-man football, Hesperia Christian's Hunter Dobbins was named Defensive Player of the Year in 8-man Division II. The Patriots' all-time tackles leader guided the Patriots to the 2018 CIF title game and ended his career with the school record 466 tackles. Jeremiah Fredu, the Patriots' leading ground gainer and Agape League co-most valuable player, First Team All-CIF, as are Braden Hampton, Nick Williams, and Richard Elmendorf. This Video Sports High School Football Flashback, all CIF stars, seasons past, presented by Bid Fast and Last. Bid Fast and Last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Bid Fast and Last, liquidation of government entities, vehicles, firearms, estates, antiques, fine jewelry, coins, and more. Bid online at bidfastandlast.com.
Kick tires, start fires, kick ass, take names, and rock and roll.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid Fast and Last, sold on supporting High Desert Sports. Midway Home Solutions in Victorville. Deagle & Don always has discount prices on appliances, mattresses, home furnishings, and electronics. Valu Quality Truck Body, family owned and operated since 1954. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Greiner Buick GMC in Victorville. Greiner always has the best damn used cars, period. Iwanzik Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Desert High Transportation, reliable and dependable non-emergency transportation for ambulatory and wheelchair passengers. And by the Community Table Restaurant in the Holiday Inn in Victorville. This is your Hdsr Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events.